What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in ranked, and this time I'm going to be playing with the TCG Raidraptor deck. Now, this is probably going to be the only video that goes up today, simply because like I have a lot of nonsense that I have to actually do, unfortunately. Do I even want... well, yeah, I can just get another one. I'm going to keep this, clearly, but we're going to see if we... well, are we going to get hit with a Veiler, literally here? Oh my god, we're playing against Psy-Frames? Why are you taking that into ranked? Ugh. I'm so tight. I'm so distraught. Like, look at this shit. Like, look at this nonsense. Well now, this is gonna be very, very bad. Well no, it's actually not. I can actually just do this, because that doesn't destroy the monster. That's right. I'm thinking that's the wrong card, but now he's clogged his field. Great. That's good for me. Since I have Tribute Lanies in hand, I can just get Vanishing. And Vanishing can summon Tribute. I thought this was going to be really bad, but I think I can just actually win the war of attrition with him. I think I can actually just win that, because like these are going to get banished, so they're not actual resources. There's all these different things that come into play about why I don't think this deck is overly amazing, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to answer you. Like, why am I going to spend the 2-minute timer I have talking to you? Like, that's so dubious. We'll find out how good the deck is if I beat you with them. How about that? That seems like a good compromise, right? Or maybe that's just me? Who knows? I should have actually detached Vanishing so I could get it back off Nest. Oops. Well, actually, I can just get Singing Lanies back off Nest, because I'm only running one in this build now, because it is just so heavily recyclable. So there's that. And then I can just keep this in my hand and use it with Twin Twister, because I don't really need to commit it to the board, because I don't have anything like Icarus Attack or anything like that. And that's kind of where the problem therein lies with this kind of deck, but still, seems pretty alright. I'm going to get Vanishing Lanies because it's like the easiest one to pair with any monster, and it just works. Same with like if I paired it with these. But I'll activate this, get back to singing Lanius. Singing Lanius. So now I've got a lot of cards in my hand that I can use. This will yield a plus if I can do that. What do I say? But those get banished, and I'm not going to use the Twin Twister immediately. I'm not, well, maybe. I might not. I don't know. I don't know if he has the spell one or not. That's the problem. Delta, which one is that? When your opponent activates a spell card when you control no monsters. Okay, glorious. So what I'm literally going to do is I'm not going to activate this Twin Twister until it's his turn, and then I'm going to activate Nest. Is that when it activates, or when a spell effect activates? Come on, let me read it. Let me read it. When your opponent activates a spell card. Okay, so it doesn't actually stop Nest. Very, very neat. Very niche. Very neat. But I can activate this and see where it gets me. So what I can do here is what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to add back Vanishing Lanius from my graveyard. Well, there's not one that exists in the grave actually at this point in time. So I'll just get one from the deck instead. Seems logical, right? But I'm going to activate one of these and bait out if he has like the effect negator in his hand. And if he does, I'm going to let it resolve. I'm going to let it fully resolve. But, okay, so he doesn't have it. Interesting. Well, I'm going to get Tribute Lanius. That one's pretty obvious. And then I'm going to use this just to get another card. Just because it makes perfect sense to do so. Might as well go ahead and get it, right? If he has another one of the... if he has one of the ones that negates my monster effect, then that's going to be fine. Simply because I'm going to be able to wait until he goes to trigger the field spell, and then I'll be able to use Twin Twister. Thus rendering his things rather useless. But... I may have already said this, I can't remember. This is probably going to be the only recording that goes up today, simply because I've had a lot of things that are needing to be addressed and dealt with, i.e. things like my parents are moving into a new house this weekend, so I'm helping them do that. And then there's also the fact that I'm like getting people to and from the airport. Like, there's a lot of different things. I'm hanging out with a lot of old friends I haven't seen in a while. So there's going to be not that many uploads going up today, as well as for the rest of the week it's probably going to be strained a bit. I might try and find a way to make my schedule less strained, but as of right now it's pretty abysmal what I'm actually going to be able to do. But is there anything that I can use to play around the battle trap one? Is there? I don't have an Armades rank 4. No. Sad day. I'll activate this, sending mimicry. I'll get the trap. That way, like, my things just stay intact. And then I've got fuzzy and singing that I have not used either of yet, which is very good. Which means what I can do is I can actually just make Xeraphon and try and use it just to negate this, and that would be pretty golden, I would say, basically. Because then, even at that point, if I Twin Twister and his thing goes away, then, like, that's going to be a non-issue, essentially. But, so I'm going to add readiness just because I want another pink card. I want another trap. I want something else that protects my cheeks. You dig? You feel me? I can special this, but there's no point. I can make another Raidraptor 4 Strix and special this, and I mean, I guess that, like, it turns this into a 21, which gives you a net gain of like, what, 800 points, but then you lose 1200 for this. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense to do it. I'll just do it now. I'll just attack with these and see where it gets us, because this is game on board if he doesn't have the battle trap. But he does, which means what I'm actually going to be able to do is I'm actually going to be able to slow roll him out by him triggering this, and then I chain Twin Twister, and now he can't respond with his guy that negates spells, which I know that he has. Like, he can't respond with those. And then Circuit won't resolve because it won't be face up. So there's that. Twin Twister is just such a good feeling. Okay, so he's going to banish another one of my dudes. Easy. Fine. Go for it. You're banishing something that's going to get banished anyway? Sure, you can have that. I'm diddling you. I'm getting you. I'm getting you in the beehole. I don't think Psy-Frames are very good. I've had this stance for a long time, since the deck's inception. And honestly, the deck doesn't seem to be doing anything else that is making me warrant any belief in it being amazing or not. So, I mean, it still just seems to be, it is what it is, very much so. But I'm going to overlay these because Fuzzy Lanius is a natural floater. It's also just bigger than Singing Lanius. And then we'll activate this. We'll detach Singing Lanius so that it's already engraved to be recycled with Nest on the following turn. And then with this card, we will add another Tribute Lanius just because we can. I've got Traptrix Trapple Nightmare, which I can utilize in some capacity. I've got Readiness, which is going to keep these from dying. Ooh, this seems like such a good situation for me. If he had more cards, he would have played them. Clearly. He can banish this to get a search, though. He can very much do that. But at this point, he's putting these back. Okay, so he's making Zeta. Interesting. Zeta. Alright. If you use its effect now, I literally just get to kill it. Which I will. What is this? This adds another Psy-Frame card in his graveyard to his hand. Well, I mean, I'll just kill it anyway. It makes no sense not to, right? I mean, he has a board, he has a monster on the field, and he can't activate the spell one from hand. Well, even then, like, it's not a spell, it's a trap. So this gets banished. Whoop-de-doo. He gets to add back a card. He can't add back this because it was banished. The only one he can add back is, like, Circuit or Alpha. And at that point, unless he has the field spell, there's really no point in that, because I'm literally just going to kill him. I'm going to try and kill him. Oh, he's going to search the field spell here. Never mind. Can't just kill him. Oops. But he has Circuit, which means he's going to be able to get a search. And he's going to be able to get a search and summon Zeta. Interesting. I do not know which I must do. We'll activate this. Because I don't, the one that I know that he has, I know he has the Spell Negator. I know he has the one that responds to monster summons. Those are the ones I know that this man has. So I can activate this. I can get back Singing Lanius just because it's the one that matters the ultimately least. But we will normal summon this. Yeah, normal summon this. And then if he responds with his dude here, fine. He can make Zeta, he can do all that nonsense. I don't care. Because essentially, like, he's gonna get a search for the Battle Fader one, and like that's fine. I'm going to negate his field spell and have a huge Xerafen if he even thinks about leaving me with any of these cards. So which one did he add? I'm pretty sure he just added the Battle Fader one. Oh, he added Gamma. This is when your opponent activates a monster effect. Interesting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to go ahead and make Xerafen. I'm going to make it right here, right now. And if he doesn't respond, there we go. Bro can. Alright, so now basically we just have to hope and pray that he doesn't have the Battle Negator, because, I mean, he didn't add it. He didn't add it in any way. But he's actually just going to banish this, which is not good for me in any stretch. But I can just special summon this, and I can hit him for a lot. This gets negated, so that's good. So I can hit him with Singing Lanius. And basically now all I'm stuck with is these nests, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. And I've got readiness as well, so I'll be able to actually... I feel like I want to let one of these Force Traces die, just so that I can have access into a card that outs his doodad, that outs his Zeta, because if I don't let one of these die, then what's going to happen is that I'm going to be able to... the Xerafen's going to come back, and then I'm only going to be able to... So he just realizes that he can't win. Interesting. Or at least he thinks he can't win. I'm actually curious as to what was the other cards in his hand. Because we knew that he had the Monster Effect one and the Spell Negate one, but I want to know what the other cards in his hand are. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, so I actually can't check the replay to see what cards were in his hand because of the fact that DevPro is for some reason glitching out on the fact that he's setting Overload. Like, that causes the replay to end, so I have no actual way of knowing what cards were in his hand other than just regular, like, tracking and mapping. But unfortunately, like, the deck gets shuffled and stuff between now and then, so literally, like, after this duality and he picks the one that he takes and he sets the Overlord, Overload, not Overlord, the replay just ends, like an error occurs, and I don't know what's going on with it and what causes it to need to be fixed. Like, there's all those errors and stuff down there, but I've never experienced those with any of the other replays. It's only this one, so really curious on that one. But anyway, that's going to be all for this video. Unfortunately, we can't see what's in his hand, so I mean, shit, that's kind of sucks. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Check out the links in the description to my Facebook pages if you want to connect with me, chat with me, whatever. You can definitely go check out my Facebook pages. If you want to suggest decks for me to play, send them to my Facebook fan page. If you want to follow me on Twitch, there's a link to my Twitch channel in the description as well. And if you are able to and would like to support me directly and you have some spare cash lying around, there's also a link in the description to my Twitch Alerts donations page. If you feel like you want to donate and support me directly, then that's completely up to you, and that would be greatly appreciated. It's not required, but it would be appreciated. But if you want the free route that everyone else takes, just click on that. If you have not, I'd greatly appreciate it. Helps make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, please disable it. It takes seconds out of your day, it takes no money out of your pocket, and it just helps me out more than you could ever understand or know, and it just supports me so much, and it motivates me to make videos, and justifies me being able to allot the time to do so. So, if you did either of those options, you would have my eternal gratitude, and thank you so much for either one that you do. No matter how small it may seem, it's amazingly huge to me in the current point that I am in life, basically. But other than that, that is all for this video. Like I said, this is probably going to be the only upload that goes up today, so don't cross your fingers for another one. But if another one pops up, then just be pleasantly surprised. But other than that, that is it for this video. And as always, guys, take care.